Apple is quietly preparing to redefine everything we know about compact computing, and the M5 Mac Mini is at the center of that revolution, a device so small, yet so unbelievably powerful that it might change what we expect from desktop performance forever. Imagine a computer that can fit in the palm of your hand but outperforms full-size desktop towers. That's what Apple is building right now behind closed doors, and it's not just an upgrade, it's a declaration of dominance. The M5 chip, Apple's upcoming masterpiece, is rumored to be built on TSMC's groundbreaking 2-nanometer process, a leap that promises not just efficiency, but raw, untamed power. This isn't about small improvements. This is about doubling performance, cutting power consumption, and creating a system so optimized it feels like magic. Early reports suggest the M5 could deliver nearly twice the speed of the M3 while using 30% less energy, meaning you could edit 8K videos, render complex 3D animations, or run massive AI models, all without the sound of a single fan or the slightest bit of lag. It's performance that feels effortless, smooth, and limitless. And then there's the design, minimal, silent, and beautifully Apple. The M5 Mac Mini is expected to feature the same sleek aluminum enclosure we know, but thinner, lighter, and more refined than ever before. Apple's engineers are rumored to be integrating a vapor chamber cooling system, something typically found in high-end gaming rigs, allowing the chip to run at blazing speeds without overheating or throttling down. The result? Continuous high performance that stays whisper quiet. For years, people have underestimated the Mac Mini because of its size, but this version will turn that perception upside down. And yes, for the first time, Apple might finally offer multiple color options. Imagine a midnight blue or graphite black Mac Mini sitting elegantly beneath your monitor, blending power with design in a way only Apple can. Now, let's talk about the ports, because Apple has finally learned to balance beauty and practicality. Expect dual Thunderbolt 5 ports, full-size HDMI 2.1 supporting up to 8K displays, USB-C Gen 4, traditional USB-A ports for flexibility, and possibly even an SD card slot for creators who live off camera gear. Apple knows the Mac Mini serves creative professionals, and this time they're giving it the connectivity it deserves. Wi-Fi 7 is almost certain, bringing multi-gigabit wireless speeds that make file transfers, cloud backups, and high-quality streaming feel instantaneous, while Bluetooth 5.4 ensures ultra-fast connections to the latest peripherals. Every inch of this small machine screams precision and purpose. But what's even more exciting is what the M5 chip unlocks. Apple isn't just focused on power, they're building an AI-centric future, and the M5 Mac Mini is designed to handle advanced on-device AI tasks with no need for the cloud. Imagine generating AI images, training your own machine learning models, editing content with real-time assistance, or running language models, all locally, privately, and instantly. It's the kind of computing that makes you feel like you've stepped a decade into the future, and yet it's not science fiction. It's Apple's next step toward integrating artificial intelligence deeply into Mac OS. The strategy here is brilliant. The Mac Mini has always been the most affordable way to enter Apple's ecosystem, and by turning it into a miniature powerhouse, Apple is making high-performance computing accessible to millions. The expected base price? Around $799, which is insane considering the performance leap we're about to witness. For that price, you'll be getting workstation-level capabilities that used to cost thousands. You could easily power a full creative studio, a developer workstation, or even a home server, without ever hearing a fan or seeing a loading bar. And if rumors are true, Apple might even introduce a higher-tier version, something like a Mac Mini Ultra, featuring dual M5 chips, aimed at creators and professionals who want near-Mac Studio performance in a device you can literally hold with one hand. That would completely destroy the idea that powerful computers need to be big, bulky, and loud. But the real beauty of Apple's approach is how the Mac Mini fits seamlessly into the broader ecosystem. Imagine editing a 3D project on your Mac Mini, viewing it in augmented reality on your Vision Pro headset, and tweaking it on your iPad, all wirelessly, instantly, and without a single cable in sight. That's the future Apple is building, where devices don't just coexist but collaborate intelligently. The M5 Mac Mini will be the heart of that system, small enough to fit anywhere, powerful enough to do everything, and smart enough to integrate with every Apple device you own. And Apple is ensuring it's built to last, with configurations rumored to include up to 8 terabytes of SSD storage and up to 64 gigabytes of unified memory. The unified architecture means the CPU, GPU, and neural engine all share the same memory pool, resulting in near-zero latency and blistering real-world performance. Whether you're gaming, editing, or programming, everything just flows. Now, about gaming, Apple is finally taking it seriously. With Metal 4 and the M5's upgraded GPU cores, the Mac Mini could handle 8AA gaming titles at high frame rates, bringing console-level experiences to the Mac for the first time. Combine that with Apple Arcade, cloud gaming integrations, and the power efficiency of the M5 chip, and you've got a desktop that can deliver hours of high-end gaming without breaking a sweat. And yes, it'll look gorgeous while doing it. But here's what really sets it apart: silence. No fans screaming, no bulky tower on your desk, no wires cluttering your space. Just you, your screen, and a tiny aluminum box that does everything. That's Apple's genius. The art of minimalism meeting the science of performance. The Mac Mini's story has always been one of quiet brilliance. It started as an entry-level desktop, then evolved into a secret weapon for professionals, coders, and creators who valued efficiency over flash. Now, with the M5, Apple is turning it into a statement piece, a computer that says, you don't need big to be powerful. It's a philosophy that echoes through everything Apple is doing lately. Smaller chips, bigger performance, tighter integration, smarter computing. The M5 Mac Mini is not just a device. It's a symbol of Apple's mastery over silicon, design, and ecosystem synergy. And as for timing, expect it to drop in early 2026, possibly during Apple's spring event, right alongside the next generation of MacBook Pros and iMacs. But don't be surprised if Apple quietly unveils it through a press release. It's their style to let the product speak for itself. When that moment comes, you can bet the world's tech community will stop and take notice, because this isn't just another spec bump. This is Apple setting the new standard for what a small desktop can achieve. The implications go beyond specs and benchmarks. The M5 Mac Mini could change how we work, create, and think about performance itself. It's built for the era of AI, for a world where creativity meets computation, and for users who want both silence and speed. With its unmatched power-to-size ratio, seamless software optimization, and premium build quality, it's going to be the computer of choice for filmmakers, designers, engineers, musicians, and developers worldwide. Apple knows that once you experience the kind of smooth, responsive performance the M5 delivers, you'll never want to go back. And maybe that's the point. The Mac Mini has always been Apple's most underrated product, quietly doing the heavy lifting while the iPhone and MacBook stole the spotlight. But with the M5, it's finally ready to step into the spotlight itself. This isn't just a computer. It's the embodiment of Apple's future. A future where silence means power, simplicity hides complexity, and size no longer limits potential. When the M5 Mac Mini launches, it won't just challenge PCs, it'll redefine what personal computing even means. Apple isn't chasing specs anymore. They're building experiences. And this, the M5 Mac Mini, is about to deliver one of the most seamless, powerful, and intelligent experiences the world has ever seen in a desktop. The future of computing isn't coming. It's already humming quietly inside a small silver box with an Apple logo on top. The only question left is, are you ready